Hello everyone, and welcome to Systematic Theology I at Crown College Omaha. My name is Dave Skrabek, and I'll be your instructor for this course. Systematic theology is exactly what it sounds like. It's a systematic approach to studying God. We are going to do our best to learn about God and the study of God and what other people have learned about Him in their studies of God as well. To help us do this, we'll be reading these books. The first one is called Introducing Christian Doctrine by Erickson. It's the 3rd edition, so make sure you get the right edition on those. This one is called the Christian Theology Reader, 5th edition, which means it's 5 times better than when it first came out. So that's a deal right there. We are going to be digging into this book, especially the second book here. I just want to encourage and warn you. Some of the writings of these brilliant people from history, they seem daunting. For example, Kierkegaard is one of my favorite authors, but sometimes I have to read and reread what he's writing because the translation makes it difficult. And remember, many of them are translated, so it might take a few reads to really put into our words what they're trying to say. Make sure to look up any words or phrases that you're not sure of or you're unfamiliar with. The text does a pretty good job of covering them, especially if you read the notes before and after the excerpts from the different theologians. They do a really good job of explaining what they're talking about. If I were a fellow student instead of your instructor, I might tell you that you could probably read just the intro and outro summaries and skip the text for the most part, but I'm not. I'm your instructor. You need to read the whole thing, and in fact, you should memorize it as best you can, and in class we'll recite it to each other as poetry. It'll be beautiful. So make sure you read all of those, and the summaries really do do a great job helping explain what's happening in the text and what they're trying to say. So don't skip those parts. By the end of this course, you should be able to identify the essential language, the ideas, the scriptural passages, and the schools of thought related to the doctrine of God's revelation, His existence, His nature, His attributes, His character, and of man's relationship and dependence with God. You should be able to analyze and evaluate from a biblical and scholarly perspective the key elements in a published statement of faith. You should be able to research and evaluate theological arguments through the use of and the basic skills of systematic theology, and you should be able to identify present-day applications for the various doctrines learned and be able to demonstrate how those doctrines should affect Christian faith and practice. As we start this course, I just want to stress that I'm here for you. If you have any questions about anything, whether it's homework or assignments or one of the different passages that we're reading, please don't hesitate to contact me. I check my email constantly, so if you don't hear from me the same day or by noon the next day, if you email me late, please send me a follow-up email and I'll be able to get back to you. I do occasionally get distracted or miss one, so please don't give up. Just send me another email saying, hey, you haven't replied to me, and I'll get back to you. So with that, let's have some fun. I love God and I love learning more about Him. Theology is something that I really do enjoy. I know it's not for everyone, but it is so important for every Christian. And I'm going to do my best to help make this class as enjoyable as possible. So with that, we'll see you in class. I'm excited.